Guys, welcome back to the 10-minute guides. This one's going to probably, I don't even know if I can fill 10 minutes with Baraka. He is, like, very, very simple, okay? This is going to go quick. So first of all, why would you pick this character? It's because you like simplicity and possibly big damage, or possibly really obnoxious zoning, or possibly really obnoxious mix. What do I mean by that? Well, let's go into it. What is his character archetype? Baraka doesn't really have a character archetype as far as his base version. He doesn't really fit into any mold. He's very, very basic and kind of just has okay shit for anything. And what determines your Baraka, what defines him, is his customs, right? Baraka is really custom heavy. Whatever you build is gonna work, right? If you want Baraka to be a zoner, you can build him as a zoner. If you want to rush down, you can build him as a rush down character. You can build him as a pressure character. You can build him as a combo character. You can build him as a mix-up character. It really all depends on what you want to build with him, because as a base character, he doesn't have anything that really defines him. He just has some really, really good all-purpose moves that you can kind of throw out there at the proper range, and like it just works. So for our build, we went with the basic bitch build of Blade Charge and Gutted. So the Blade Charge, right? And Gutted. Now, what's notable about these, first of all, Blade Charge, right, is his big armor break, right? So a lot of times you hit Gutted, they break away, right? You get it down 2, they break away. Blade Charge catches them, gives you a crushing blow if they tried to break away. So it's definitely something you want to have on your build, because breakaway just kind of ruins Baraka, especially if you take Gutted. Gutted is going to be his combo extender, right? So you've seen this shit, right? 1-1-2, Gutted, and then his optimal is forward 4, forward 2-1 into blade or choppy chop. That's a very, very hard optimal. I've only done it in practice mode once, but Gutted, it is what it is. If you're familiar with Baraka, chances are you fought somebody that used that move. It's his only combo extender, and it's a 2 slaughter. But what helps Baraka with that move, right, is that he just gets big-ass damage, right? You can see this. Like, that's like his most basic combo, and it's almost 40%. He can get even more with that if you want to have, like this flag up, and you spend a double bar or a fatal blow, or you catch him with the crushing blow on the Blade Charge. He gets big damage, but he has a hard time opening you up, and that's one of the problems with Baraka and his customs is, like, if you go for Gutted, you don't have a lot of mix-up options, right? He doesn't have a whole lot of moves you could slot in to go with Gutted to have a full mix-up character. So again, whatever build you go for is really going to define Baraka. As far as his important moves, he doesn't have a whole lot of them. First important move is 1-1. Now 1-1 is -2 on block, so it's a very, very strong stagger. Standing 1 -3, standing 1-1 -2. You can end it with 1-1-2, which puts you at +1, but it does push you back pretty far. All right, so be careful on that one. It's not like you can do much with your +1. A lot of times people will do, 1-1-2, right, and then forward 4 to fish for the crushing blow off of that. But he's +1, right, and then he's got the 1-2 and 1-2-2, right? So he has this, and he's got this. 1-2-2 ends in an overhead. It is -4 on block, but the whole point of this is your main punish. So if they do something stupid like a scorpion teleport and you're going to blow it up, you can do 1-2-2 to get that crushing blow overhead. It launches them up in the air, dash in, grab them, Gutted, keep it going. Big, big damage very, very easily with Baraka off of this crushing blow. Next most important move is going to be forward 4. We already talked about it. Now forward 4, forward 4, can't do much off of it. Just a really nice advancing mid. It's a nice advancing mid. Forward 4 starts up in 12 frames, so it's a 12 frame mid. He is airborne during the move, so it will catch people trying to poke on you. Though I wouldn't recommend doing this at point blank range because he's not airborne at the start. He's airborne a little ways through, so you will get jabbed out of it. Now forward 4 is special cancelable, so like If you want to be stupid, you could forward 4 into gutted. Not a wise choice, but you can do it. Forward 4-4, not special cancelable. But forward 4-4 does give you the crushing blow on a counter hit or a punish. So anything that's minus 12, if you don't want to use 1-2-2 for that crushing blow, you can go for forward 4. And if you forward 4 and you get the crushing blow, you can special cancel it, which is where the blade charge comes in. Special cancel into the blade charge. And if they try to break away, oh shit, I put it as the wrong fucking setting. Easy crushing blows, right? Well, what is it? Back forward 2, right? You go for that. What? Why are they not coming out? Hold up. There we go. You catch people. Get that crushing blow. Very, very simple strategy with Baraka. Next most important move is going to be back 3. This is like your low starter. Now, back 3 is very, very slow. 14 frame startup. But it is a low, and it is a hit confirmable string. Do back 3, 1, 2 for a quick overhead. If you have a mix-up build, you can sneak in a low there. But back 3, 1, give you a good gutted hit confirm. Very, very easy. And back 3 is actually a pretty decent stagger. It's not like the worst stagger in the world. It's minus 7, very, very interruptible. But a lot of times you'll see Barakas back 3 and then 1-1. In case you're trying to, if you're late on calling out the stagger, he'll go for that. Next most important move, because there's not really much to talk about with back 3-1. Like, Baraka's pretty straightforward. What you see is what you get. So his next most important move is going to be forward 2, right? It's going to be this shit, the slice. The slice, you get forward 2, 1, 2. Combo off of that. This is flawless blockable. It's a pain in the ass to flawless block that fucking thing. And he doesn't get much off of this, right? At best, you can get like that, or you can do that, right? But after 4-2, really, at certain ranges, it'll whiff. Now, if you do it point blank, you can catch him. Not a wise choice. 4-2 starts up in 8 frames, so it's not really that fast. Like it will, and it's a high. So, like, if you're doing that at point blank, you're running the risk of getting low poked, right? He's going to low poke you, and your 4-2 is not going to come out. As a jump in, it works, right? As a jump in, you can do that. All right, either way, whatever. Baraka's optimal. The next ones, Baraka has some notable pokes, actually. And this is one of the things that plays into the theme of his simplicity is his pokes, right? He's got back 4, or not his pokes, but his universal moves. Back 4, his sweep is actually pretty good. So you see round 1 fight, reaches at range 2. He doesn't low profile at the start of the sweep, so you can be jabbed or hit with a high out of it. But if you time it right, he does low profile midway through, so you can catch people going for jabs and stuff with the sweep and low profile that and get yourself a knockdown. But it's mostly notable for its range. He just has a really good ranged sweep, and it allows him to approach, right? Because you can do sweep and then back up, forward 4, and now I'm in. And if they blocked any of that, I'm in. I can start my Baraka pressure. And then his other notable universal is his uppercut is down 2. The hitbox is where his blades are. So, like, this thing actually hits from pretty high up. Like, it's pretty easy to catch that thing, you know. Right? You see how high up it hits? Well, if you mistime it. It's a decent uppercut. It's not like the best, but it's certainly not one of the worst. And again, like Baraka, his whole thing is that he doesn't have a lot of moves, but all of his moves are really, really good for what they do. And then I totally messed up covering the special moves. He has a couple of special moves that aren't part of his variation build. So let me talk about those real quick. He's got the Warbammer. Oh, fucking Sub-Zero, quit jumping around, you idiot. I'm tired of your shit. Okay, he's got the War Banner. Okay, that on its own you can customize to add moves that do stuff with the flag. But really, the banner, all it does is it gives him a damage buff. So like you see, 112, 93 damage. Put out the War Banner, 112. Oh, fucking shit. Put out the War Banner, 112, 112 damage. It's not like gonna change the world, But Baraka can get 50% combos for 1 bar if he has the flag out. So you can kind of gimmick it. It's a really, really, really slow move to get the flag out. Like the recovery on it is 60 frames. So like you really want to be careful. And there are no knockdown Oki situations where you can get a guaranteed flag. Anytime you go for the flag is going to be a risk. So that's why you don't see it too much outside of executional errors. The other two notable, or the other two special moves he has, he's got Blade Spark. This move right here, that's the move. That move is the reason why I think Baraka is the most boring character. He's not really like a zoner, but like Blade Spark is so fast. And the second hit on the Amplify is a mid that he can actually just zone you with that. It's 16 frame startup, so it's not the fastest projectile on startup, but it covers ground very quickly. Like if you look at the travel time, right, it moves very fast. So on startup, it's pretty slow, but it will get to your opponent really, really quickly. And on hit, it's +4. On the meter burn, it's +8. Keeps him standing, so you can do, you know, usually you'll see Baraka do this sort of thing and then go for the 4-4. It's not the best zoning tool, but it travels so fast that you can actually just zone them with 1 move. I mean, that's the sad part. Baraka is like this big scary monster with claws and teeth, and like for the most part, you're going to spend a lot of your matches just kind of throwing out Blade Sparks, hoping for an opening to forward 4 and get yourself in and start doing cool Baraka shit. Other than that, he's very spammy, if you will. And then his other special move is Choppy Chop. Mash the button. It's down back 3. Mash the button. You can meter burn it and keep it going. You can even meter burn it twice. It actually does quite a bit of damage. It does quite a bit of damage if you, hold on, let me get, alright, if you amplify it 2 times, 20% for 2 bars, not that good, but, you know, if you do something like that, it's not bad damage. 196 for like a 2-hit string into Choppy Chop. So if you don't equip Gutted, you can always just end all of your strings with Choppy Chop. Gives you a little bit of a knockdown, right? Not a lot of frame advantage to work with, so there's not really a whole lot of follow-ups. Like he's +5 on the knockdown, but for the most part, you're just kind of throwing this move in there to add extra damage to whatever you're doing. It does do a lot of damage, has a lot of hits. It's not really breakable, right? Like once they get you in the Choppy Chop, you're eating the whole thing. And that's all of Baraka's notable moves and special moves. There's not much to him. His best range is going to be at range 2, right, where you can hit your forward 4 if they're coming in, and a little bit at range 3 if you want to just do this dumb shit, right? Now, Baraka isn't bad up close. You know, his jab's not bad. His back 3 is not bad. His standing 2, right? He has options for up close, but for the most part, you kind of want to just play Baraka here and then wait for an opportunity to get in. And if you can't find an opportunity to get in, time to spam this shit, right? Just throw that out there and just, you see how the damage, I only hit how many Blade Sparks? And they're already at almost 40% health gone. So the Blade Spark is very core to Baraka's gameplay, and unfortunately, NetherRealm saw fit to make the big scary monster with Wolverine claws and Molina teeth kind of a spammy zoner-ish, kinda. This isn't really a zoning build, but do use and abuse the Blade Spark if you're a Baraka player. It's very, very important. He has a hard time dealing with certain like ranges. Like range 1, he struggles against good mids. At range 4, like, you just kind of stuck doing that. But he can counter zone pretty well with it. Like, if somebody like a Cetrion or somebody is keeping you out, like, you can just Blade Spark all day. Anyways, that's the Baraka guide. There's not much to this character. He's pretty simple. If you want a simple character, that's the character for you. We've already gone over the time. I thought for this character, this would be a quick one. But I guess not, because, like, I don't know. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell your mama to play Baraka, all right? Because I know your mama be looking at them teeth like, I want to lick that motherfucker. Tell your mama to play Baraka and spam some Blade Sparks full screen. That's how you get good at Mortal Kombat. And I'm out of here. All right? Peace.